Shakur is not going to lay down. It's going to be skill versus skill. Teal's a very talented, skillful fighter. Shakur is a very extremely talented, skillful fighter.
Manny Pacquiao visited Teofimo Lopez during training ahead of his clash with Shakur Stevenson. The boxing legend shared advice, technical insight, and motivation, lifting the energy in camp. The session underlined Lopez's focus, discipline, and growing confidence as he prepares for one of the toughest tests of his career. Teofimo Lopez's training camp ahead of his showdown with Shakur Stevenson reflects a veteran champion, preparing with clarity, purpose, and belief. Lopez has emphasized customized sparring, bringing in partners who replicate Stevenson's footwork, angles, and defensive reactions to sharpen timing and control distance. Beyond physical conditioning, the camp is heavily strategy-driven. Lopez is studying Stevenson's tendencies, rhythms, and patterns, focusing on adjustments he can make mid-fight. This preparation highlights a balanced approach, combining conditioning with tactical planning, designed to confront Stevenson's unique style and execute under pressure on fight night. Teofimo Lopez and Manny Pacquiao share a warm, respectful relationship that has surprised many fans given the gap between their eras and career journeys. Both fighters consistently praise each other, expressing genuine admiration for skill, discipline, and championship achievements inside the ring. Their visible camaraderie has sparked fan speculation about a potential exhibition bout, with many imagining the excitement of a controlled, entertaining matchup between the legendary veteran and the dynamic modern champion. Although no official plans have been announced, their mutual respect and positive interactions keep the idea alive, highlighting how a shared love for boxing continues to connect fighters across generations.
Fight in Saudi Arabia because that's what they want to do. They want to do like some of the retired fighters put on like super fights and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, those are things that are coming around as well. Exhibitions, maybe me and Pacquiao. Who knows?
Wow.
Stuff like that.
You and Pacquiao's an exhibition.
Oh, that'd be huge.
That would be huge.
That'd be huge.
You think you would be able to take him?
Yeah.
Easy.
It's good. I love southpaws, and I will fight the greatest one of times.
Why you say you love southpaws?
I love southpaws because I grew up with them. And haven't you seen my track record from Magdaleno to Lomachenko?
Zab Judah believes a matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez will deliver an explosive, high-level battle defined by pure skill versus skill. He describes both fighters as disciplined, determined, and unwilling to give ground, predicting a tactical chess match rather than a reckless shootout. Judah suggests Stevenson's precision, timing, and ring IQ could gradually overwhelm Lopez, even while acknowledging Teofimo's power, confidence, and championship experience. He points out that although Stevenson owns an outstanding amateur background, some critics still question the depth of his professional resume, making this fight a major proving ground. At the same time, Judah stresses that Lopez has operated at the elite level for years and should not be underestimated. Still, he believes Stevenson's unique style, defensive sharpness, and control of distance may present challenges Lopez has never faced before. While expecting moments of competitiveness, Judah ultimately leans towards Stevenson controlling the tempo and dictating the fight.
Think about it. It's two dog fighters. You got two dog fighters that's coming in there to solidify themselves as the game changer. Teal's not gonna lay down. Shakur is not gonna lay down. It's going to be skill versus skill. Teal's a very talented, skillful fighter. Shakur is a very extremely talented, skillful fighter. And yes, we're going to see a hell of a great chess match that night.
Yeah, I believe so. Now, I think in your earlier predictions, you felt like Shakur will be stopping Teal? Am I right?
Annihilation, decapitation. Is that what you're talking about? You going back to my comments? Yeah. I feel like Teal's a very dominant force, but I just think that the skills of Shakur Stevens is gonna overwhelm Teal. It's gonna overwhelm. Yeah. He's never seen this type of action before yet. No disrespect. Okay. It's my little man. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, yo. It is what it is.
looking at, the stats, the resumes, we see that, Teo has been at this high level for a long time. When it comes to Shakur Stevenson, his amateur record speaks for itself, but at the same time, not necessarily getting the notable names that people know in America. People are also saying that they're kind of discrediting Shakur's resume, saying he hasn't really fought anybody. Teofimo Lopez would be that first person. Do you feel like that could be something that, I don't know, it could be a lot closer?
The Wade podcast explores Shakur Stevenson's mindset as he prepares for his showdown with Teofimo Lopez, emphasizes his desire to cement himself as an all-time great. For Stevenson, age, size, or weight class are irrelevant. His goal is simple: challenge the best available and push past anyone standing in his path. That relentless ambition has become the foundation of his career, driven by a step-up or get-moved-aside mentality. Lopez counters with supreme confidence, reminding Stevenson that facing him is far different from competing against lighter fighters or former Olympic opponents. Stevenson responds by stressing that fighting him inside the ring is nothing like watching from the outside, highlighting how difficult it is to disrupt his timing, defense, and footwork. Both fighters believe they can impose a level the other has never experienced, making mental sharpness and tactical planning just as vital as physical preparation, setting the stage for a fascinating clash on Fight Night.
This interview, maybe it's just the mind games of like trying to get Shakur to see all versions of him. Like, oh, I'm laid back, super humble. Shakur deserves his respect. And at the press conference, talking crazy like that. I've never heard the Room 40 one, but the way you got to do it, Teo is messing up the dick joke. The way you got to say it is you got to make Shakur say what you said. Yeah, I'm gonna take him to Room 40. Room 40, yeah, Room 40's nuts. That's the way you, not just you hit the punchline before we even get there. Even this was the face-to-face at the presser.
God give it. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I've been waiting on this forever. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Well, you all already knew that Teo Sr. was going to be talking. Y'all knew that.
You gotta prove it. Oh, you want to see?
The prize is right up here. The prize is right up here.
Ricky saying the prize is right up here. He's talking about the ring belt, and that's true. I mean, the most prestigious belt in boxing. That's fair.
You can't fight for him. You can't fight for him.
Dan Raphael offers a measured assessment of the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez matchup, showing respect for both fighters' careers and abilities. He notes that while Lopez has not always looked dominant early against elite opponents, such as Josh Taylor, he ultimately delivered strong performances when it mattered. Stevenson, meanwhile, has been consistently effective throughout his career, even if his style is not always flashy. Raphael highlights Stevenson's success across multiple divisions, from featherweight to lightweight, and his ability to perform under pressure. He also points out the contrasting amateur backgrounds, with Stevenson winning silver for the United States and Lopez representing Honduras. Raphael emphasizes the significance of the venue, Madison Square Garden, which ties both fighters to their roots and guarantees an electric atmosphere. Overall, he frames the bout as a meaningful, highly anticipated clash between two elite young stars.
When it came time to step up and take on the champ, which was Josh Taylor, he shined in that fight. So when Teofimo is matched, in a big time opponent, he's delivered, and he's done it, a number of times, and he looked really good against Taylor. And Shakur, by the way, similar thing. He's been flawless through his career. He maybe not the most exciting at times, but Shakur Stevenson gets the job done. He has won titles from featherweight up to lightweight. When his back was against the wall, quote unquote, and everybody had big expectations, and he had a lot of pressure on him not to make it a boring fight and all that kind of business. What did he do in his last fight against William Zepeda? He stood in the pocket, he fought the guy, and he won handily. He shut him out basically. He won like 10 rounds to 2. I mean, he fought a unification fight against Oscar Valdez, a fighter that, even though he might have been favored, thought maybe Oscar could do some damage because he was a good puncher and had a great amateur background and a great chin and all those types of things. And he went out there and he routed him also. I mean, so, these are two of the best young elite fighters in boxing. And their fight has been talked about for a long time. They spent most of their careers together at Top Rank, which was a fight, if you ever ask Bob Arum, he'll tell you that was a fight that Top Rank, down the road had their eye on at some point when they were going to be, closer in weight to each other, because obviously Teofimo had started off, a little bit heavier than Shakur, but they would eventually catch up to each other. They're both Olympians, by the way. Teofimo he's American, but he fought for his parents' country of Honduras. In that same Olympic Games, it was Shakur Stevenson winning a silver medal for the United States. I mean, they have all kinds of accomplishment. I do think they have a healthy respect for each other. They know each other for all the years being at top-ranked events together. They fought on the same undercard twice when the main event was Terrence Crawford, who was obviously very close to Shakur, but Teofimo was on those shows also. So, and they're doing it in the right place. This is not a fight they're taking to a place that doesn't make sense. All respect to the big matches they do in Saudi Arabia, but this is the kind of...
Shakur Stevenson's trainer, Wally Moses, delivers a firm warning to Teofimo Lopez, cautioning against underestimating Shakur's power, intelligence, and overall skill set. Moses explains that Stevenson's style is built to adapt, allowing control and break down any opponent placed in front of him. He points to Shakur's dominance from the amateur ranks through professional level, noting that Stevenson was not only a national standout, but also a proven global force. His amateur career included multiple world-level honors, recognition as an IBA Fighter of the Year, and consistent success against elite competition. Moses stresses that this foundation translates directly into Shakur's professional success, where discipline, technique, and ring awareness separate him from the rest, regardless of weight class or opponent. Moses believes Stevenson's experience and precision will eventually overwhelm top-tier fighters, predicting that opponents like Lopez will struggle to match his level over time.